Well, here we go. Doki Doki Literature Club. Um, I'm JoanZ. I did a couple like female voice tutorials here on YouTube a while back, just for fun, and I asked some of you guys if you wanted to see me do a game doing some of those voices, and I thought I'd give this a go. I got a few warnings before I started this game, that it's like for mature audiences. I don't know if there's any nudity or like that. I don't expect it. If it is, I'll blur it out, but I also noticed that it does mention like mature topics like depression, so if you have anything like that, be advised. Otherwise, I think we're just gonna roll straight into this. I think this is a girl, so... Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Okay. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Okay. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? Yeah, I get that. We used to walk to school together on days like this, starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting out. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. A good man.
I overslept again. But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Eh, you say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, JoanZ.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. Alright. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Alright, we're going to school.
By the way, JoanZ, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club?
I told you
Okay, that's me. Hold on. I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true.
Well, I don't know anything about these clubs.
You told me you'd join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations about where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Yeah, when someone rambles on and you kind of just go, yeah. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content on getting on by the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh.
I was talking about how I was worried about you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. She seems to care. I'll look at a few clubs if that makes you happy. No promises, though.
Well, will you at least promise that you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is just as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. I feel... clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no other choice but to start with the anime club. Okay, go for what your interests are, you know? Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're far worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. I mean, yeah, you don't gotta wait for me. I got this. I told you what I'm gonna do. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? That you could come to my club. Sayori, what club is she in? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie! Sayori is a vice president of the literature club. Oh, so reading? You got a few books in there. I don't know. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Well, give me some Harry Potter. Since she was the first one to show some interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'd bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Vanilla cupcakes? Okay, don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I'm starting to wonder if she's a tsundere. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yeah, I can take one. Yeah, let's go. Oh, right now? Okay. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Let's go with
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Oh no. I don't even...
Seriously?
No.
Seriously, you brought a boy?
I can't do this. This is too much. Way to kill the app. The voice thing is gonna just be a little random. I think I'll just do it when I feel like it fits, and I'll just play the game. Yep, that's how we're gonna go. We'll see how it goes. Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, JoanZ, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
Who's this? All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh no, it's called the Literature Club. We aren't going to the anime club? Wait, please? What about like the Yu-Gi-Oh club or something? The chess club? Anything but this? What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who apparently appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Suri and Natsuki. A little bit of anxiety, eh? Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, JoanZ. I don't know who the hell you are. I have amnesia. Monica smiles. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Ah, yeah, it's that, summer amnesia. You, you go summer vacation, you come back, and you completely forgot everything you've ever learned. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Oh, he's got a little... What, a little crushy? Come sit down, JoanZ. We made a room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Okay. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Syria mentioned, it was widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Suriori. Do I have to choose? Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the table where Natsuki gets a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? What? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Neko cupcakes. Are they vanilla? The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Saria grabs one first, then Monica and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I mean, she's probably nervous. Like, she made those. She probably wants, like, affirmation. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Well, she just said that she did. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you. Dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. I mean, tea in class, it sounds like pretty dope. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Kinda got roped into this. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged in here by Sayori. Come on. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for the events. What kind of school is this? I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Okay, do your passion. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it comes to something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all delighted by the new idea of a member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, JoanZ, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Good one. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change! What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Well, okay. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds a way of comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once, like Goosebumps in 3rd grade. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. That I read anything. Oh wait, no, Yuri, never mind. For someone as gentle as you, yeah, it's weird for her to like horror, but maybe not. Maybe that's her thing. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way that you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I totally get that. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Siri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averted her eyes. You wouldn't, like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess that's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monaco. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, JoanZ? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and, anime? I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh no. But, I'm sorry, I thought... It's JoanZ. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls! How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's all like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Dude, chill. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Well, I think that's where I'm going to leave it there. About 22 minutes here. This is like one of the first times I'm really talking to myself and playing a game. I have more plans to do stuff like this in the future, like more VR content. But I'm currently working a lot, and I'm trying to get the money together to get a new system, because at the moment that's not possible. And I did figure that this was something I could do, so I got OBS together, and Doki Doki was free, so I decided to check it out. You can check it out for yourself. It's for free on Steam. We almost hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for that, guys. And if you want to see more, please leave comments in the comment section below. Leave a like if you liked it. And JoanZ out.